What's happening, everybody? Thanks for joining me today for another episode of Epic Surf News. Today, I am talking with Brian Sal, a surf buddy of mine, and he's in the house. Brian also puts Sally Searches on Instagram. That's your handle over there, Brian?
Yeah, that's it. Check out some cool photography, little travel, little cool landscape stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, what's some of the recent pictures you put up?
Oh, the recent, I was down in Joshua Tree in Yosemite, just kind of hiking around out in nature with the old lady. Had a good time.
Yeah,
and
what shot was that? What was one of your shots over there?
Yeah, Yosemite, I got some good ones. I got a couple long exposures up some of the waterfalls, came out good.
Okay.
Joshua Tree had some fun ones too. Just kind of cruising around, checking some new stuff out, trying to break away from, what I usually do, just trying out new things,
Yeah, I like that long exposure stuff. It seems like you're doing some really cool pics with that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, getting good,
Yeah, right on, man. Kelly Slater, he just wasn't acting right. So I was like, he's not coming on today. I'm gonna bring Brian out here. And actually, another guy, Simon from the UK, he also was planning to be on, and I'll probably have him on tomorrow or the next day as well. So look out for his stuff. He's on Instagram as well. Simon UK is his handle, but it's Simon with a P at the beginning. And he also does a YouTube channel called Puff and Fluff. And I mean, this guy's a really good surfer. So, he's busting airs and doing all kinds of cool stuff. So everybody look out for that to come this week as well. So Brian, I want to kind of start off with just some shout outs in terms of, if there's surfers in your area or surf shops or any kind of people out where you're living, who are those people, and is there any shout outs you want to do?
But I give a shout out to Durt, your buddy, he's always down with the surf. He's been shaping his own boards.
Yeah.
I want to check him out. Actually, I saw him 2 days ago. Shaped a fish, a couple of hybrids. So
is that
he's hanging in there, What's that?
Is that Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
So
nice.
he's taking his time to pretty much shape boards right now since he can't ride them.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed a couple of the boards he just shaped recently. I mean, man, they looked really fun. They kind of have bigger nose on them and a big tail as well.
Kind of like a old fart cheater board.
Yeah, for sure. And so, he sent us some pics actually last week. He's been doing those surf racks as well with the wrought iron and with the wood. He had that circular one that he did. So that's some pretty crafty stuff too. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Well, shout out to Mike, man. And so what about surf shops, man? I mean, where's the surf shops out where you're at? Are there any out there or?
Yeah, you know what? I would like to give a shout out to all the guys in the industry. Any surf shop in Orange County, San Diego, LA, whatever, give a shout out to all those guys, man. I hope anybody tied to the industry in one way or another can find some way to, keep doing what they're doing and making some cash. I would like to give a shout out to Album. I'd have to say he's probably like my favorite shaper. Album Surfboards. He's located in San Clemente. Good boards. So, aside from everybody, I'd give him a shout out.
Nice. Right on.
Yeah.
And then, I know you're always keeping up to date with, a lot of online content and videos and things like that. In the last year or so, are there any particular surfers or surf edits that you saw that you're like, man, that guy's surfing really good, or I like that edit, or I don't know if you've had time to, dabble in that lately.
Oh, absolutely. I usually catch stuff on YouTube. One of the guys who I'd probably like right now, and it's probably been one of my favorite guys to watch for maybe the last couple of years, would be Asher Pacey.
Okay.
Guy rips, man, and he rides twin fins, and that's what I like to ride. So he's got a good stuff.
Is he Goofy Foot?
He's actually not Goofy Foot. He's a regular.
Oh, okay.
But,
showing the love across the table.
Yeah. He's also been he just started writing for album too, so it was pretty cool that they can partner up, you know.
Okay. Nice, man. Right on. Well, that's cool, man. I'm always looking for new stuff, and I always want other people to, just hear about what's popping out there, what other people are seeing. So, Brian, man, I mean, it seemed like we were surfing all the time. It seemed like we were living the dream. It felt like, right? Surfing SanO a lot, meeting up there quite a bit. So with this coronavirus, all the stuff going on, how was it going? Before everything was shut down, how many times did you get to surf going into those last couple of weeks? And how did that work out for you?
Yeah, going into the buildup of all this crap, I was still getting out about about maybe twice a week. And this is the time of year where it was gonna be better because I can charge it after work and go pretty much any day I want. So coming into this about a month and a half back, it was about 2 days solid a week. It's definitely not enough, but it still keeps my sanity in between the rat race, and so now it's at home, surfing the couch.
Yeah, for sure. So when was the last time you surfed?
Actually, me and Durt, it was probably a couple weeks before they made, before they called the mandatory, lockdown. So, early March when it was getting to that point,
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to feel sorry for you. I was just kind of wondering why you guys didn't call me up. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, so what's that?
I said that's because you were too busy at the local spot trying to keep it open while everyone else was shutting down.
I know. Oh, man. It was crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy feeling. So, so that's a trip, man. So what have you been doing in the meantime? I mean, so you're not surfing, man. So what are you doing? Other things, or you just kind of slowing the pace down?
I've still been going to work, but it's only like a half day, so I'm home super early. I've just been, working out in my backyard, doing like calisthenics, trying to stay in shape. So when we can go out, I'm not all like fat and gained weight. I've actually been walking a lot. I went on like a 5-mile walk yesterday to kind of just, kind of get that cardio going. I'm just not trying to let myself go. And then other than that, I've been cooking a lot, which is cool.
Good, yeah.
Just simple things like that, doing stuff around the house, There's anything and anything that I can think of I can do at the house.
So you've been working out and walking pretty much in terms of your physical exercise. And so I think, down here, I'm usually hoping that people that, don't live right here, I'm hoping that they're not surfing, just like I'm not surfing, and then they're not working out. So when the beaches open up, I'm gonna have the paddle advantage. But you're telling me you're training them.
Oh, I'm training, dude. I'm doing burpees.
Oh shit.
Jump squats, man. I'm ready. So all
man.
surfers that get fat, I got the upper hand day one, buddy.
Dude, my exercise is like I try to touch that toe, and I'm like, whew, that's it, man. I'm freaking done. So
breaking a sweat.
Okay, well at least I know I'm gonna have to step up my game before they open shit back up. So when everything opens back up and you go surfing, obviously the conditions can vary, but let's just say it's 2 to 3 foot. And you haven't surfed in a while. So what board are you going to use and where are you going to go? That's what I want.
So more than likely, I'm going to make a day out of it. I'm not just going to go get a session and bail back home. So more than likely, I don't care what the conditions are. I'm going to be at the point, SanO at the point.
Sick.
If it's 3 feet, if it's 2 feet, whatever, probably be on my fish. If it's like an ankle slapper, well, I'll bring my longboard. So,
but your fish, you're thinking about a fish though, huh?
got the fish right here, dude. If you want to see it, if things are good or if they're decent to good, you know, it's the fish, you know, my
Break
go-to.
it out. Break it out. Let's see it.
You want to see it?
Let's
All
see
right.
it. Break it out.
All right, dude. So
Okay.
this is the board, dude.
Oh, that's an album surfboards.
This is an album, dude. This has been my go-to for the last 2 years. It's a 511. It's 20 3/8 by 2 5/8.
Okay. Yeah, and you got that nice track pad too that kind of follows the tail.
Yeah. Little
Okay.
twin, you know, so you can check out
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
bad boys. The Captain Fins.
Nice. So what's up with those fins? What's up with those fins, man? What are they doing?
So these fins are dope, dude. These are Captain Fins, dude.
Okay.
Kind of like some new school keels. You know, it's kind of like, it kind of takes on like the old school keel, but it's got that little wedge cutout. You can see that towards the back of the fin.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so that little wedge, you know, kind of, you know, it adds some performance to you know, it's just a solid base like an old school keel fin. So
I mean, because it lets the water flow. I mean, it gives lift. I mean, what is that? Do you even?
I feel like it releases better, and so like your turns are just going to be a little more high performance. Whereas a straight keel fin, you're going to go fast, and I think your turns might be a little more drawn out. Whereas with these, I feel like I can jam a turn just a little bit better with that little wedge cut out of the back of the base.
Mm-hmm. So what? How did you find these fins, or what? How did you learn about them?
So I just went online. I was really looking for. I'd actually put in some like high performance keels. They didn't have as much rake, you know, they were more, you know, more upright,
Right.
more of an upright fin, good for, you know, really pivotal turns in the pocket. But, you know, where I surf, I need more down the line speed, you know, so I got rid of those high performance 20 style fins and then was looking for just a old school keel.
Okay.
And I came across these, you know, and it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like that old school mixed with a little new school flair to it to just, you know, really liven the board up. And once I popped these bad boys in, they haven't come out since.
Okay. So you're definitely looking at some wave count and trying to get loose.
Oh, definitely, dude. Wave count, some performance, you know, wave count, performance,
Perfect.
fun, you know, it's a good
Man,
setup.
Yeah, you're freaking living the dream, baby. So SanO though, man, you're gonna have to get up really early to get it.
Definitely. I feel like day one, there's going to be a mob of anxious people just waiting to get in at 6 a.m.
Wow.
So
yeah, it's gonna be a zoo.
it's going to be a zoo. So, and I don't think people are just going to, I think a lot of people might just go and get a session and bail, but I got a feeling a lot of people are going to go and they're going to stay the day, you know, especially if it's nice and sunny. So it's going to come down to who gets up early enough to be the first one in. Otherwise, you might be in that 3-hour line trying to get in midday, you know?
So, I mean, I think, you know, people may or may not realize, but, you know, you could go surfing in Huntington right now, but I haven't been to Huntington. Have you? You're not going to Huntington.
I'm not going there because I'm not from Huntington and I don't want to blow it for those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect that, you know, they're one of the fortunate ones that can still have the beach open. So, hey, more power to them. You know, if I lived there, I would kind of maybe, not always, but during this time, I would say like, hey, man, you know, if you're not from here, kind of just, you know, stay in your neighborhood until things die down and then come back. Because if everyone starts mobbing the only beaches that are open, well, then those are going to get shut down. And then, you know, so.
Yeah, that's how it was in Oceanside as well. It's kind of, I think, definitely I surf less, you know, like leading up to that shutdown, you know, I probably cut my surfing into a third or fourth of what I would like to surf. So, and yeah, there was just, yeah, it definitely helps to keep it low anyway. So yeah, I haven't gone up there and, I figure, yeah, that'll help this whole thing close down, or be done faster, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So last year with that other cat, Simon, Puff and Fluff on YouTube, we did a quick game called Yay or Nay. And so I'm just going to run through a handful of things, and, you tell me yay or nay, and then you can tell me why if you want. Birdwell britches.
Nay.
Okay. They make some good quality shit, but how come it's not going to work for you, man?
Yeah, like they're cool, they're old school. I get it, but it's just, a little too much thigh for my liking, what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get a little more pasty as it gets, higher up. So yeah,
Exactly.
It's definitely problematic for me. The next one, quarantine pitted challenge. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I think I have. That's when these guys got the blankets and they're getting teased, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yay.
Okay. Yeah. I saw a really cool one. I'm all the people out there shared it. World Surf League and Beach Grid. I don't even know. A lot of people shared it. So, there's this guy and he's getting pitted and he's got the scoreboard up there. You seen that one? Man, that one's so good. I must admit it. So, I got to give a shout out to that, and hopefully I'll be able to edit in, that clip. But so aside from all that stuff, man, I'm in the race too. So if you're out there, check it out. I think I won the big wave challenge, portion of the event because, man, I'm just in some macking waves. And everybody else I see, they got some great content, but dude, all their barrels are just like right here, bro. Dude, my barrel is just huge. So look for it on Epic Surf News on YouTube and Instagram. It's on there somewhere. But if you go quarantine pitted challenge, yeah, in fact, I'm one of the earliest people to actually get into that one. So right on.
Nice.
So yay, we got a yay on the quarantine pitted challenge. 5G, man, there's all this drama about 5G, yay or nay?
You know what? I'm not one of these conspiracy dudes, man, so I'm going to say yay.
Okay, all right, we got a yay, baby. Foam rollers.
Foam rollers.
Like for your muscles, your back, or your something,
I'm going to say yay.
Yay, I know. I mean, I got to get one of those. Yeah.
Got to preserve that body.
Yeah, right on. And so, kombucha.
What'd you say?
What'd you call me?
What'd you call me, man? I don't like the sound of that.
Kombucha. Have you heard of this? I don't blame you if you haven't. I'm just asking.
Kombucha. I'm not too sure if that's something that popped up lately. Maybe not.
I mean, it's pretty brand new. I mean, I don't know. It's it's probably been around forever, but it's in the last 3 years, 5 years or something. It's like a tea or, I don't know, it's something. People, you're going to have to look it up. I don't really even know. I've tried some. I've had a couple of tastes. It wasn't my thing, but so you're neither yay or nay. You don't know.
I'll throw it a yay just because,
okay. All right. Fair enough.
Sometimes you got to try things once before you see if you like it or not,
All right. So if you haven't had it out there, everybody, man, at least give it a shot, and then you can decide if you want to be on the team haters over here. So the last one, surf hats. For surf hats you wear while you're surfing, though. What about it? Have you tried it? Have you done it? Yeah.
You know what? I haven't tried it, but I'm gonna say yay, man, because there's some people out there, they're like super pasty, and they gotta protect their skin, the sun's roasting you, there's skin cancer. So, if you're one of those pasty dudes who is sensitive to the sun and you like to surf, then wear the hat, man.
Yeah, I've done like a baseball hat when it's like 2 foot, 2 to 3 foot soft, and it'll fly off, and I got to grab it sometimes. But I guess they got these special ones now, so I haven't. I was tempted to buy one, and then I kind of backed off because it was like, I don't know, it was like 40 or 60 bucks or something. It was the most expensive hat I've ever seen in my life, and it just looked like a regular hat. But so when I wore the regular hat, like one of these, we'll give Brixton a little love right there. Actually, my Grom bought me that for my birthday, so thank you, Grom.
Nice. I
Yeah,
like brick.
yeah. So the problem with a lot of these hats is they get all freaking waterlogged. So then, like after a while, the things like you're like it's doing this to you, and you're kind of coming up, and duck diving, kind of moves it around, and then when you're sitting there, you're always adjusting it. But I know they got these, these actual ones made for the water. I just haven't really tried them, but yeah, I think I agree. I think I agree. Yay, right?
There's actually a cool little trick to do what you did with the ball cap, but you're gonna need like a back zip on your wetsuit. You can take basically the big old string attached to the zipper on the back of your wetsuit. You can tie it to the back of your hat, so that way if you lose it, it's like the hat's got its own leash. Or you can buy one of those ones that you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't what I don't
You
even know
don't
what
have
that I don't even know what that is, man.
I know. I just threw it out there for any old school cats who just
Yeah,
live
vintage.
and die. They live and die by the back zip, because I'm a back zip guy, dude. I'll always be a
You
back zip.
you like that like cold when you
I
duck
do,
dive?
man. I'll take that cold, because getting in and out of the wetsuit is like I'm in and out in like a flash, dude.
Mm-hmm.
For those reasons.
All right. All right. Yeah, well, right on, man. So you got the Snuggie or what? You got a Snuggie too when it's
I
cold?
got I got a Snuggie finally. Yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I'm all about them. I mean, I used to be a hater, but I definitely converted. Snuggies are awesome.
They are awesome, dude. I had to get one. You were making me jealous.
Well, right on, B. Man, I appreciate it, man. It was good talking to you. I wanted to, share a little of that love out there online to everybody who's, doing the right thing, laying low, at least at this point, and not overcrowding the spots that are still open. But yeah, so thanks a lot, brother. I'll see you in the water soon.
Absolutely, brother. We'll keep in touch, man. Look forward to it, man. Good talking to you.